Hey, so I was trying to download the video that I did on Instagram that has Dr. Rajani before me, but you'll see my video comment after this. But just so you understand, the FDA did put in a warning October 15th regarding radiofrequency microneedling due to burns, nerve damage, pigmentation, scarring, things like that. I forgot to add into my video early on when these devices came out. I actually had clients come to me because they had those burns. So I had actually had to correct a lot of these things. I have been using for many years radio frequency and microneedling separately, and even in the same day, but separately. So what happens is with this machine, when they're bipolar, like the heat bounces back and forth with the needle, and the needle going into the skin hot. That's really uncomfortable. I never really agreed with it, so that's kind of why I held back on having any of those devices in my place. And then, finally the XERF came out, like perfect timing, because it really is an amazing skin tightening treatment and very effective without the pain, without the downtime. So it is not just to, put on that. I I was always hesitant on putting some stuff out because I don't like to bash on other people. I know microneedling, radio frequency microneedling is good. It has its benefits for some things, but it, because I saw that early on, I was really hesitant on promoting any of that or offering any of that to my clients because in the wrong hands, the wrong device can really affect the skin. So, and I don't like causing any harm. And that's kind of why I don't really offer lasers at the moment. I haven't found one just right for me yet. I'm very picky and my clients know me. So, um, yeah, so you can hear what I have to say afterwards regarding the radio frequency microneedling, piggybacking on Dr. Rajani. But it does have its place and it's not horrible. But the what's happening is people aren't getting the proper training. They're not buying the proper devices. So um, it's kind of sad, what you see out there. And some of these things cannot be corrected. So be very, very careful on who you choose, what you choose to get done, and make sure it's with credible providers. Make sure they're educated and trained and ask all the questions you need to ask. The same thing as you would in a doctor's office or a surgeon. You want to make sure that they are credible. And it it is kind of sad sometimes to be able to see that people just go for pricing. And I understand people are on a budget, but again, if it's not something you can afford, hold off, do payment plans, or try to find a credible provider. Keep doing your research. Find a credible provider that can help you and be able to get you the results that you want safely. And it's just hard in this industry because there's so many things out there, so many devices. So some of these people buying some of these devices that are not credible don't really even know what they're getting into. Sometimes they're sold, and it's tough. Um, but I've been in it for a long time. Sometimes you can kind of, you know, weed out and know what's good and what's not. Um, and not all devices that are, economical, more economical, are bad. There are very good devices that are not that expensive, but again, what's the research behind it? So you just have to make sure that they have a some sort of study or something showing you that it is effective and that it is safe for you to provide these services to your clients or to your patients. So, or you who's getting the service. So I like educating everybody. So, and I can go on and on, but I'll let you listen in. Bye. Hey everybody. So I'm going to be piggybacking on Dr. Rajani. Thank you so much for all that information. I love his videos. They're short, informative, funny sometimes, and I love that he's always out there finding out what's going on, what they're doing for aesthetics. So one thing with RF microneedling that he didn't mention, what happens, or at least what I've seen, is that a lot of people buying aftermarket type products. So things like on Alibaba and things like that, because of course it's going to be less expensive and then more economical or affordable to some consumers, but at what risk? So like the burns, that has to do with the training, the practitioner that is working on you. So having the proper training is very important. So number one, which is one of the things that he was talking about, the device also makes a big difference. You want to make sure that if you're going to be providing these services, you want to make sure you have a very high quality and research back type of device that is able to provide those results and give you the best training to be able to give the best results without those risks. So I do have a theory with this RF microneedling and a lot of the people doing it as well. Some of those untrained, or maybe without enough experience to understand better post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or also post-care, because I did do I don't want to bash on one of the machines, but I did do one of their demos, and I experienced it, and I had spoken to them about, and I did my own aftercare, and it was very painful, very uncomfortable, and I also had some of that fat loss that I wasn't supposed to have. And even though after describing it to the lady and having her understand that area that I needed worked on, and she still took it to another level. So I think sometimes in this industry too, we tend to want to be a little bit more aggressive, thinking that that is going to give the results, and sometimes it can actually do the opposite effect. So we want to make sure you've got some good providers behind you, someone with good experience, and with the proper training on the devices. So I have to say it came in just in time though, not just to promote the XERF, but it really is a great alternative to RF microneedling. It doesn't take away from that. It's actually a great complement. So I usually do with my clients, I am doing microneedling in between, because you do want more collagen build, and the microneedling actually helps with the outside, the superficial part of the surface of the skin, and then the XERF is working much deeper, getting that collagen and building that structure under the surface of the skin. So I am very excited to show that you do have a no pain, no downtime, and pretty quick types of results with XERF. So if you want a consultation, or if you need any information as a practitioner or anything, I can share some information as well and give you some insight and help you out. So I look forward to serving you guys.